The Fastest Man Alive just dropped a new trailer, Super Bowl Sunday. I somehow didn't watch the whole thing. It was being played because I was watching the Super Bowl, and my homies were like, "Oh, look, it's the Flash trailer, or whatever." But I didn't. I guess I just didn't pay attention to it. I was too busy eating my In-N-Out food. But it was playing in the background. They definitely played it in front of the Super Bowl, which is cool, I guess, and neat, I guess. And James Gunn did talk about the Flash being one of his favorite DC movies that's going to come out. So I'm mainly, I guess, kind of curious about what this movie's going to do. I have my theories as to what it needs to do and what I think it's going to do. But obviously, I wanted to come back and actually watch the trailer and give you my thoughts on it and my opinions on it because I am. Well, I mean, if you don't know, I'll tell you right now, I am one of the biggest Flash stans. I absolutely freaking love the Flash. I've loved the Flash since, the Flash was the Flash in the comic books. I've read as many Flash comic books as I possibly could get my hands on. Obviously, as modern as when I got into comic books. But that being said, I do really enjoy the comic book character. I do enjoy what he brings to the table when it comes to DC Comics. So I've always wanted him to be put in the silver screen. I always wanted him to get an adaptation. Obviously, he got a solid start on TV with Grant Gustin and the CW show. It started out pretty actually on fire. Is pretty dope. But seeing the Flash in a movie theater, in a big screen for the first time when he was in Batman v Superman, that was sick. And then obviously seeing him in Justice League, in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and all the things that he could do, that was also beyond sick. And I've always wanted to see a Flash movie just done right. And so I'm just curious, okay? And I just figured I might as well watch the trailer. If there's anything DC Comics, DC Films, not comics, if there's anything DC Films knows how to do, it's how to make a goddamn good movie trailer. So we're about to find out how hyped this movie trailer. So without further ado, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna give this movie trailer a go, and let's see what I think about this bad boy. All right. So I'm just gonna put it full screen, and I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it go, and let's see what it gives us. Let's go, baby.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe.
Oh,
So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds.
hey, that
Drawn to
beginning
each
scene
other
was
like
where he goes. Probably the reflector
magnets.
Flash.
It's my face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Zod, we've been waiting for you.
What?
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
Oh. You are.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Michael Keaton, baby. Yeah. Oh, Ben Affleck. Oh,
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not
Wait.
be
Okay, no,
a
that's
future.
Supergirl. Batman was in the middle.
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm
Well, we're Barry.
Barry, what are you doing?
Our kids are gonna want to see this.
Oh man. 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 Oh. Oh my god. Oh my. What did I just witness? I'm so fucking confused. I'm so lost. What is gonna happen in this movie? I have my theories, I have my thoughts, but now I feel like I don't know. I don't know where any of this is leading. If James Gunn is pushing this movie and is sort of like campaigning it to be like one of the best DC movies, I mean, it's hard to like, I guess, dispute his opinion considering that he's the new head of the DC films. But right now, DC films are like in a weird position. If you saw like his video on like the DC slate, it kind of makes sense, like because they're bringing more consistency to it. But it also kind of doesn't make sense because James Gunn, in one hand, says that like, I'm excited to still have certain characters still show up that were played by the same people and are still kind of the same characters, but just in a completely different. Like some of this shit just doesn't make sense, and it's kind of it just came from the fact that Warner Brothers kind of ruined it when they just didn't give Zack Snyder full freedom into just creating the universe he wanted to create. I mean, at the end of the day, you kind of just had to follow through with whatever universe, even if it was shit, even if it was divisive, even if it whatever it was. Eventually, you would lead to the Flash and Flashpoint, where you could reset everything. It just felt like a fucking obvious thing. Now, that's just what I thought that they were going to do with this Flashpoint movie. I could be completely wrong. Some of it is getting kind of really jumbled in my head because somehow fucking Michael Shannon is in the movie? How the fuck did I not know that? I don't even know what's going to happen in this movie. Like, obviously, Michael Keaton's Batman is in it. Obviously, it's kind of like leaning towards Flashpoint in the way, and it's very back to the future-y in the sense that, obviously, if you've read Flashpoint, and if you haven't, I'm going to spoil it here, so if you don't want to get it spoiled, then don't watch the rest of this video. But Barry goes back in time, and he tries to save his mother from dying, and that's when he sees Reverse Flash, and Reverse Flash stops him from killing it. Anyways, he prevents his mother's death. And then he finds out the Reverse Flash is the reason for that. And the Reverse Flash is the reason that created the Flash. And the only reason why the Reverse Flash was there was because he wanted to maintain the Flash to be the Flash. Otherwise, if the Flash wasn't the Flash, Reverse Flash wouldn't be the Reverse Flash. It's a whole jumble fuck. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing before Spider-Man No Way Home was a thing. The Flash did it before Spider-Man ever thought of it in the comics. Unless the Spider-Verse thing came first. I don't quite remember which comic book event happened first. Either way, Flashpoint retroactively fucked everything up in the DC Comics world by creating the new multiverse, calling eventually the New 52, which became 52 new universes that ultimately were different versions of different characters that we were reading in the comic books. And the Flash just sort of stitched everything back up and created that without knowing it. So with this, I don't know if that's what they're going. If that's what's going to happen at the end of the movie, they sort of retroactively sort of reset everything to fit into what James Gunn is. Because obviously, the Flash going into the past, in general, fucks everything up. Like, that just, in general, like, you just don't fuck with time travel, okay? It's like a rule of thumb in anything. And so, like, the moment that the Flash does that, either way, it's gonna fuck stuff up. But this kind of fits into, like, the timeline of what James Gunn is trying to do. So my question then comes is, like, are they gonna recast Ezra Miller? Because that seems like the easy play to do. But then how are they gonna do that in this movie? Are they going to end the movie with him coming back and all of a sudden it's a different person? It would feel a little bit jarring. It would feel a little bit weird. And because it doesn't feel like James Gunn is, it feels like James Gunn is changing things up, but he's only using the Flash fucking the timeline as a way to change things up for him to have an excuse to do so. So it kind of just sort of like defeats the purpose of restarting everything because you're still kind of banking on these other movies. I don't know. I might be thinking too much into it. I feel like I'm like that fucking It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme where like Charlie's like looking at the board of the wall and he's trying to make up what's happening and he's fucking losing his mind. That's me right now. That's me right now. There's so much that I have in my brain to sort of figure out with this. Zod's in the movie. Zod is in the movie in the Flash fight. Zod. What the fuck is happening in this movie? Okay, I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know what's happening. Obviously, you get Supergirl's in the movie, which I mean, obviously we all knew that. We saw like set photos and stuff like that. And if you didn't, well, I mean, surprise. But yeah, she's in the movie. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'm excited to see Michael Keaton. I'm excited to see Ben Affleck even. I know some people probably, I don't know, might disagree with me there, but I'm kind of excited to see the two Batmans, the one at the beginning and the one later where he goes into the past in a universe that seems like it has no metahumans. So it's going to be interesting. Is the Flash going to go to multiple universes or does he just land on one? What were the reshoots too? Like, I assume that they had reshoots for this movie as well to sort of fit in for what James Gunn's plans were. And if not, somehow James Gunn managed to use this movie, like I said, as a propeller. I don't know, because this movie has been in production for so fucking long that in my head, I know that Warner Brothers, regardless of what James Gunn was coming up with, wanted to use this movie as a chance to reset shit, to sort of fix things, but also not change everything. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know how to feel about it. Also, the whole Ezra Miller situation. James Gunn and a bunch of people are propelling this movie to be like one of the best DC movies ever. There's a bunch of people just keep saying that. Obviously, there's people online that will not support this movie because of Ezra Miller, because of what he's done. He's literally Eobard Thawne in real life. He's literally the reverse Flash in real life. I just find that fucking hilarious that he's playing the Flash. He's Barry Allen. And then in real life, he's running from the fucking police as reverse. He's basically reverse Flash in real life. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. It's crazy, man. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about this. You guys, if you guys gonna watch the movie or you guys gonna support it? I feel like I'm kind of going crazy here in my reaction to it, but I don't know how to feel about it. I truly don't. I don't know. It's a lot to process in my opinion, but yeah. You guys let me know what your thoughts are. Stay tuned for the next video. I am excited to be back making consistent content because that's what I'm here to do now. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have watched this video and seen my crazy ramble to this point, I would appreciate it if you just subscribed. Okay, all you have to do is click the red button before this video ends. That's right, I'm giving you a time limit. So you better do it right now before the video ends, or else you're kind of like, you're kind of screwing yourself over, so you only got one chance right now.